guys, and welcome back to the Seasonal Beat, where I talk about all the anime I'm watching during the season. At this point in One Piece, we are basically watching Luffy and Lucci duel it out. Lucci takes down one of the guards, I guess, and he's pretty brutal about it. I kind of feel bad for her. I think it's a her, but I kind of feel bad because she doesn't really stand much of a chance. She tries, but keep in mind, Lucci is like a giant hulking leopard, so she was basically doomed, and it's hard to watch. But other than that, we find out that Vegapunk fed devil fruit to his seraphims, and it kind of implies that he like experimented and forced it on them. So that could be a very, very interesting thing to explore in the future. But mostly it's just the fight between Luffy and Lucci, and it's a nice fight, but the problem with it is that it's nothing but that, and the series basically for the last couple arcs has devolved into nothing but giant flashy brawls, and that's not really what made One Piece interesting for me. What made One Piece interesting for me is the giant cast of really interesting and creative characters and their interactions with each other and how they interacted with the main cast, and like also the lore and the writing for this show. But ever since Dressrosa, it just seems like it's been, it's devolving to nothing but action, wall-to-wall action, and it's sad. I didn't watch Wano, so maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of what's happening here, and it's just really boring. Also, one other thing I want to remind people of is that the other Straw Hats don't really have anything to do. Like, they're kind of just standing there watching all this happen, and they're just listening to all this exposition, and I'm like, that's boring. They used to have their own individual adventures and fights and stuff happening, but it's like, at least in Dressrosa, right, when they just split them all off and had them do crap that had nothing to do with the story, at least they tried to make them interesting. But, and I know I keep harping back onto Dressrosa because that arc is just really freaking amazing, but it just feels like the other Straw Hats just have nothing to do anymore. Either they're I'm sorry, I keep stalling trying to figure out what I'm going to say. Either they're comic relief, or they just don't have anything for them to do, so it basically becomes the Luffy show while everybody else stands in the background. Also, maybe I missed something, because again, I didn't watch Wano, so I don't know. What happened to Brook? Like, we haven't seen Brook since the last arc. Where is he? Is he, like, back on the ship? Because everybody else is here, but he's not, and I find that really, really odd. But that is it for this week on One Piece, and hopefully next week something else will happen.